editing at all?
No, I don't do any editing at all.
Oh, it's a
So
lot
you
of
have to say
pressure.
everything needs to be perfect.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Normally, I have notes when we've done this before,
Mhm. This time you
but
don't have
because this
notes?
is, like it's so fresh, you know
Right.
what I mean? I thought I
It's so
didn't need
raw.
notes. And also, I have all the notes of everything I said on our group chat,
Oh, okay. That's
you
good.
know what I
That
mean?
will work. That'll work.
So you might be hearing my opinions that you've already heard in text form, in speech form, you know what
I
I
will
mean?
try to be like, "What? You believe that?"
What?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start.
Mhm.
How do we start? Ah, yes. Hello. Welcome to Diaries of a GhostEO. Who are you?
I'm Ruth.
Oh, okay. So today we're going to
Mhm.
talk about Stranger Things, and
Uh-huh.
we both didn't love it. That's a
Okay.
spoiler.
We're starting it right off. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
TLDR right away.
TLDR. So if you loved it, you should listen.
And make nasty comments
Yeah, exactly. That'll
for
really help with
engagement.
the algorithm. Yeah. Okay. So why did we not like it?
Oh, let's have a little bit of build up.
Okay. What is Stranger
Mhm.
Things?
Okay, that's
Too
too
much
much build
build
up.
up.
Everybody knows. This is like television was invented and type stuff.
Yeah. Well, I
I
was
think we
thinking.
both had Mhm.
No, please go ahead. I don't want to man talk over.
Okay. I think we both had a similar experience of watching the latest season of Stranger Things, which was we'd both watched season 1 when it came out,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And then we hadn't really I mean, I watched some of season 2 when it came out, and then I stopped watching it. I wasn't sure if you'd seen season 2 when it came out or season 3.
Yeah. So we watched until season 3. Yeah. We finished all of it.
Okay,
All of that.
I only saw part of season 2, and my experience was I watched season 1, I apparently watched some of season 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then, when season 3 came out, I was like, "Oh, maybe I should give season 2 a try of Stranger Things." Started playing on Netflix, and it started playing, like, 3 episodes in, halfway through one of the episodes, and I realized, oh, I'd watched 2.5 episodes of season 2, and I'd completely forgotten. That's how unmemorable it was to me, that
Yeah.
season.
No, that is true actually. Like because um, so I kind of liked season 1. Season 1 was fine, right?
Mhm.
And I remember I didn't like season 3. I thought it was really stupid. And I have
Mm.
absolutely no memory of season 2. I think
Very unmemorable.
is that where 11 runs away? I don't. Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay, it
11
is.
runs away. Max is introduced. Max's racist brother is introduced.
Oh, he's already introduced in
Barry
season 2. Okay, so that was very
Mhm.
meaningful when he died. Spoilers.
I mean, was it?
No.
Uh, no. But, season 1, I think, was pretty good for what it was.
Yeah, no. I think so too. I feel
It
like
was
it had promise.
it was felt like a kind of horror mystery period piece, which slowly dissolved into as it got more popular, it became, like, nostalgia bait,
Yeah. Like, I feel
and
like it
that's
was more homage to something, right? Like, I mean, it was a bit on the nose or whatever, but
it was a bit on the nose, it felt like an homage, it felt like a little bit like a critique,
yeah.
a subversion. The word subversion has lost all meaning and is now exclusively a bad thing, I'd say, but at the time, it felt like a bit of a subversion, and that was a neutral to good term.
Well, I feel like it actually had stakes, which is kind of like if we jump a bit forward, right? Like now it's all like
Mm.
it's the end of the world. Voldemort is going to kill us all. It's oh no, oh god, ah, and it feels like zero stakes. And the first thing was
Yeah.
just like, oh, there's a kid missing. You're like, oh God, what's going to happen? I'm so fucking scared.
I think the weird thing about it is season 1 felt like a show for adults and as with kids in it, a show for adults with kids in it.
Yeah.
And as the kids got older, it felt more like more and more like a show for children.
Yeah, that's true. So here's a theory, right? I feel like this is all of
Mm,
Netflix, though, right? And all of society. Everyone's gotten dumber. And so this is why this is
okay.
happening.
Bo bold statement.
Everyone, and I don't mean like just like new
Mm.
people, children or whatever you call them. I mean everyone. Like the intelligence has just
Sure.
massively dropped because of
Mm,
social media, because of AI, because of Netflix. And now this is what
look, I'm
everyone
not gonna
expects.
I'm not gonna agree, I'm not gonna disagree. That's your own personal beliefs. Mary's thinks everyone has gotten dumber.
Especially you, who's listening
Especially
right
me.
now. Well,
Oh,
you're
I
not
thought
gonna
you meant
comment,
me.
but you who's listening right now, you should be really mad. You should comment and like and
He's
subscribe.
calling you a moron
Yeah,
to your own face or ears.
Moran.
Moron.
Yeah.
So yeah, we both kind of so you stopped watching season 3, I stopped watching season 2, and then actually what I did was I watched season 4, season 3, and then season 2 in that
Okay.
order
Backwards. Right.
about a
Nice.
month ago, and they got better as it went along.
Yeah. Yeah.
By that I mean season 4 was very bad and season 2 was okay.
I think this is also like again. I forget most of season 2, but this is my general feeling of them. This has just gotten worse and worse and worse. And like
Hmm,
season 3 was
definitely.
like it was bad, but like in a serviceable way, I guess. Like sort of, I
Mm.
don't know. Like there was still like some sort of story, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to put my finger on it. But then we watched season 4, and that was so bad. Yeah.
It was very bloated.
Hmm.
There was whole storylines that were impossible to really care about, like the Russian storyline, which felt kinda like, just busy work.
Yeah, and got completely dropped.
Y
Like this, like they were
Yeah,
just like, "I forget
but
about
it was
this."
but he escaped, and then he was brought back, and then he escaped again. You knew what was gonna happen at the end. That's what I felt about season 5 as well, like, a lot of it was, like, narrative busy work. But,
Hmm.
we were both watching Pluribus at the same time,
Yeah,
right? As
yeah,
watching
yeah.
Stranger Things,
Very different
which is
experience.
like gourmet meal followed by moldy bread, followed by gourmet meal kind of
Yeah,
experience because Pluribus was so good.
yeah. It really is. Maybe we should talk about Pluribus instead of Stranger Things. What are we doing?
Yeah, Pluribus is so good. Maybe another episode, Pluribus. Great.
Yeah. But first we have to go through Stranger Things, sadly. Uh,
Yes,
but no, it's true.
very
Like
sadly.
it really kind of it highlighted how bad it was.
Yeah, and I think especially the use of, dialogue. Pluribus is so, like it's not that dialogue heavy, but it's so smart with everything it says, and it's funny, and it's, like, interesting, and, like, especially the episode 7, where there's basically very little talking, but
Hmm.
everything that's said, you know, kind of highlights the characters. I remember watching that, and then I watched an episode of Stranger Things, and it was people barking exposition at each other for an hour,
Yeah, I feel like
just
none of these
explaining
people,
things.
like they don't really have characters, right? Like anything could be said by anyone, almost.
Mhm.
Like there's
We
very
should be more
tight. Yeah. What?
we should go into more, detail about season 5 in particular. We've been talking around it, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I still have whiplash from season 4. But what I want to say about the characters, right? Like there's like
Yeah.
slight differences. Like that Dustin guy is going to be like the smart one who's going to have like a complete hunch, and it's going to be right.
Yeah.
And then other
Yeah.
people will have a complete hunch. It's like, this is the most stupid thing I've ever heard. This isn't even the real right movie that you're referencing. Like, just random. And then this,
Mm.
what? I forget what, I don't even know what this guy's character is, but like this random guy who speaks Russian and for some reason gets more and more of uh, a role, and like his role is to just have a stupid, like insulting one liner every time, and like he seems like incompetent, but he's insulting everyone else. You're like, he's like,
Yeah.
nice try, buttercups. And it's like, well, yeah,
Oh
but what,
god.
and that's every line, every
Everybody has
single
the
line.
same everybody all the characters have the same cadence of speech as well,
Yeah.
and it makes everybody seem this would be if this was a book, this would be
Mm.
impossible to read because the only thing differentiating a lot of these characters is the fact that there are different actors playing them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Because exactly, it could just be any one of them. But sure, okay. So, okay, here's the problem with why I think like season 5, just season 5,
Mhm.
maybe isn't enough, because I think the problem that season 4 particularly started, right, is that
Mm.
Vecna guy. Like, why is there that
Yes.
personification of the cool, like evil upside down now? I think this is ruining everything that's not already ruined, right?
Yes.
Like I
Because
feel like there was
obviously
this.
I
Those.
Okay. So the first season, it was kind of like based on a conspiracy. This was the inspiration behind it. It was like this Montauk thing. So it was based on these kind of MK Ultra experiments, and this was the kind of the idea behind it.
Mm,
So it was
mm.
more of like a thriller vibe to it, of conspiracy. You don't really know what's going on. The kind of the idea of the upside down is kind of nebulous, and that's what makes like felt like horror.
Mm.
And then it gets into the problem where a lot of stuff, like horror movies and TV shows in general and sci-fi get into where everything is based around lore instead of mystery. Everything is just building up lore, the lore
Mm.
of the upside down, the lore of Stranger Things, which frankly isn't very interesting and isn't very good.
Yeah, I think so. I think that is a big problem, right? Like you said, like the first time you have this menacing government agency, but like the thing is, they are also like incompetent. Like there's this mystery, this kind of this thing
Yes.
that no one can deal with. You know, like
Mm.
it's just like what is this other world? Why are they abducting people? Why is what's going on? You know, why is it so scary? You know, and and like as it progresses more and more, it's menacing. But then at the end, it's just actually it was just this 10-year-old with
Yeah.
superpowers, who then became an
Yeah.
even more evil superpower. And you're like, oh, that's what. Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, and that was a problem in the last season as well, is that they wanted to add some mystery back, I felt,
Mm,
by
mm.
doing all this alternative dimension
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
wormhole bullshit, and it didn't mean anything. It didn't narratively add anything to the story. It just meant that they went to a different place to fight Vecna. It was just like a desolate wasteland. It's like, "Oh, we're not in the upside down anymore." And it was like, "Yeah, but it's just a big bunch of rocks. What does this add? Literally nothing. We just had to green screen something else."
Yeah, I mean, like they already had like weird different levels, and I think they're kind of trying to explain. So, like this, the upside down is for some reason is a wormhole. Okay, like that seems like that was the dumbest revelation I've ever heard. Right? Like, because now it's also not an upside down. Now it's more like a sideways through. You know,
Yes.
completely misnamed. But that's not the biggest problem. And then they always had this like this red upside down, right? They have the black dust upside down, and they have the red upside down where every time it's there, there's Max running to "If I Only Could Make a Deal with God," which I love this song, but you know they're really trying to destroy it.
Ruined it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but every time,
I
so there's
loved
this
it.
red one. Do you know what that's about? No one knows what's that about.
I don't know. That's like
Okay.
inside Vector's
No.
mind or
The red one
something.
too? No, I think the red one isn't. It's like all of these memories, and then like you know this Mister What's it? beautiful house and like in the high school and stuff like that's Wagner's mind. And
Oh,
then when he
yeah.
killed the government agent for no fucking if that government agent
Various
hadn't just shot Wagner, I think everything would have been
various
fine.
sim
Yeah.
I think that it does not matter even one little tiny
No, I
bit.
mean, it doesn't, right? But
It's
like the thing is, what I'm trying to get, they're trying to explain more and more, but they're also forgetting so much, right? So they're like, oh, this is a
yeah.
wormhole, and then now there's a new place, which is a whole completely different world, which is what we thought the Upside Down was, what everyone thought until like yesterday the Upside Down was, and yeah, it's just it's completely useless, right? Like there's no
It's
idea behind it.
meaningless.
Like this was definitely not what they set out to do in the first season, right? They were like, and then this is going to
No,
be a wormhole, and there's
no. But
yeah,
this
yeah,
is the thing, if you get more seasons of a show and you have to add more lore, and the appeal of the original TV show was the more, like, loosey-goosey mystery of it. If you can't follow through on it, then you shouldn't, and it didn't add anything at all.
yeah. It didn't, and I mean, I think it's the problem that some shows have, where they think like we always have to go bigger, and what they mean with bigger is like the threats need to be bigger or whatever, right? And so it's
Mm,
kind of what Marvel has, right? Now it needs to be the super multiverse because last time something was with the multiverse, and if that's threatened, it's like, well, boring. We need like something more, but they forget all about the story. And like that, like the biggest threat
yeah.
again is that one kid who I hated after the first two seasons. Like they really did him dirty. You know, I forget his name. What's his name? I don't know. But the one that
What
ran away.
kid?
Yeah.
That yeah.
Like we all cared about him in the first season, right? Like he was like scared in the upside down, and it's like, oh
Oh,
my god,
Will.
what's yeah, Will, whatever, the sorcerer, right?
Yeah,
And like they did him really dirty after that, right? Like he's completely they're
especially
like,
with that
oh,
haircut.
well, yeah, that too. Yeah, and generally also like, I mean, they're basically the whole time is like, he's gay, he's a gay kid.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, you gotta do anything with that? It's like, nope, no, they're just gonna do absolutely nothing with it.
Oh,
Except
we'll
for the
talk about
worst.
that later, I think.
Okay, okay.
The coming out scene was awful.
Yeah,
But,
that was so stupid. Why was the
so
random Russian speaking guy who's never like I don't know.
we'll
And
talk about we'll talk about that in a
okay,
minute.
all right, all right, all right. First, more grievances you have.
First grievances I have.
More. We have to build up towards
More
it.
grievances.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the big thing is obviously I say the dialogue and the generally I think I was going to say the problem with all the lore
Mm,
is that they focused on that so much, especially in the 5th season, to the complete detriment of any of the characters. You
mm.
spend so much time having people just explain things to each other
Yeah.
that you don't have time for anything else, and it's explaining stuff which is just so inconsequential in the larger scheme of things. The whole show is just people sitting around explaining things to each other and then having overwrought conversations about like the nature of love or whatever. And that's all the show is. That and CGI.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, there's this exposition where they always say the same thing again and again, and sometimes like in an angry
Mm.
tone, barking at each other, like they hate each other, you know? And
Mhm.
just to explain again what's happening. Again, like the difference to pluribus, which really does not
Yes.
hold your hand for anything. It's just like making it just happening, you know. They're like, oh, you're smart enough to figure it out, right? They're like, what?
Yeah.
Now we're going to Vecna? What? Vecna's lair in the Upside Down? Yes, we're going to Vecna's lair in the Upside Down because we want to kill him. It's like, why do we want to kill him? Because he's evil, you know. Like it's just
Yeah.
and always with like some smarmy little like I don't know. All of the dialogue is so fucking bad. I just it's really hard to deal with emotionally.
The amount of times, I mean, at least 3 times in the newest season, somebody said, "We've got company,"
Yeah, I
and
know.
not ironically.
Oh god.
I said this to you before, but it reminded me of in Community op-ed saying, "I hate to be the we got company guy, but we got company."
Yeah,
And it was like this was like a joke that
yeah,
they say this, like, 10 years ago, but they were saying it completely unironically in this.
yeah. That should have been the last time the "We Got Company" thing was
Yeah,
employed, but
it's over.
yeah.
But Pluribus as a TV show, it very much if you're not paying attention and it's not even that hard to follow as a TV show, I don't
No,
think. You
no.
wouldn't know that from going on the Reddit and seeing people completely misunderstanding it. But it's not a particularly hard show to follow, but they just kind of presume, "Yeah, you're watching and paying attention. We don't have to spoon feed you this." I mean, Stranger Things clearly is not doing that. And one of the things that was amazed me in the latest season was how much time was spent, in flashbacks, just very small flashbacks to earlier seasons.
Yeah, yeah.
It felt a bit like, the beginning recap of an episode
Mm.
because they kind of prompting you all the time, "Oh, remember this happened before?" And it would be like, you spend $400,000,000 on this show, and it's just all clips from previous seasons. And I was thinking, "Why are they doing this?" And it's obviously this Netflix idea that you're on your phone while you're
Yeah,
watching it.
yeah.
And then I went on TikTok, and people were putting up all these videos saying, "Oh, my parents have seen every episode of Stranger Thing. I asked them to name all the characters, and they think that Jonathan and Steve are the same character, or that, Nancy and Will are brother and sister," or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, that's who they're catering this to." People who have seen 5 seasons of the show and they can't remember a thing about it.
Well, I mean, that's exactly. So that's what they always say, right? Like Netflix um does it for like second screen experiences, right? But I think
Mhm.
what's underplayed there is my theory that everyone got dumber over the last 50 years, because I think that's actually a bigger part of it. But on top of this, right, with that complaint,
Mm.
I think it's Stranger Things' fault that no one knows anyone's names and character arc, right? Like they're
Because
not
it
making
all
it.
blends and they all blend
Yeah,
into each
they
other.
all blend together. They all change like from scene to scene. It's like, oh no, you're the insecure one. Oh no, you're okay. You're the cool one now. Okay, all right. Everything changes. Like I mean, 11. Yeah, 11. We all know and love
Mhm.
her. She gets over being insecure 70 times in the show, and then gets unsecure again,
Yeah,
right? It's like, but I
yeah,
can't believe in myself. Now I am Superwoman. Oh no. What if it's all on my shoulders. I can't do it. It's all like, but I thought we had this arc already. Like that's a cool arc once. And maybe you can
mm,
bring it back for a reason. Maybe Vecna fucking destroys her confidence or something like that. But I mean, oh my god, that was what season 4 was about, right? Like it was all about she's overcoming
yeah.
how I don't know. Hated it. Hated it.
I think it is, yeah. It's partially the indistinctness of the characters. It's partially the fact that they've made 5 seasons in 10 years, so you have plenty of time to just forget who these people are.
That's true.
And it's partially because Netflix is kind of encouraging this lack of interest when you're watching the show. If
Mm.
you make shows like this where they're kind of spoon feeding you everything, it encourages people not to really pay that much attention and not to realize that Will and Mike are different characters
Yeah.
because, well, if the show doesn't care about me being attentive, I won't be attentive.
Yeah. I needed a second to remember who Mike is because he just disappears in the last 2 seasons. He was actually quite
M
important in the first, but then like he has
Mike was like a
absolutely nothing to
cardboard
do.
cutout
Yeah, for
in
real.
the last season. What was he even doing there?
Yeah, completely useless, and they're still trying to make him. He's the emotional center of the group. It's like, well, you should have shown some of that. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, he is the emotional center of the show because the show is completely emotionless, to me at least. I didn't feel
that's
anything about
true.
any
That's
of these
true.
people.
They knew what they were doing. Very good. Yeah, they put it
Okay,
as.
so should we go into the plot of season 5?
Was there a plot? Okay, sure. Let's try.
Okay, so what did happen? Okay, season 4, everybody's back in Hawkins, and
Yeah, that's
then
also
you kind
insane.
of right at the yeah, right at the end, It's seemingly the apocalypse happens.
Hmm.
Everything's on fire. The world is ending. We skip forward 18 months, did they say? 2
Yeah.
years? And
What did
everybody's
they
just
say?
kind of
Was it 18 months?
pissed.
Like
I
I
have
think
no
it was
idea.
3
They said
weeks. Like that's what I felt like
no,
it was 2
because
years, but I think it was 3 weeks, right?
no, because Max had been in the coma for 2 years, right? I have
Nice
no
been in a
idea.
coma
This is
for
the
two
thing, the
years.
timeline. Yeah, and she started being in the coma at the end of season 4, right?
Yeah. Well, in middle, right? No, maybe
No,
end.
at the
Maybe end.
end.
Yeah, yeah.
So, anyway, the apocalypse happened. However much time passed, and everybody's kind of business as usual.
Yeah.
People are going to school.
Hmm.
There's, like, a military presence in the town.
And no one
It's,
has been
like,
allowed
shut
out,
down.
in or out
Yeah, but
for
everybody's kind of
either 3
just
weeks or 2
hanging around.
years. I don't know if it was specified.
These 3 weeks or 2 years, no idea.
Like
And
the
this
thing
is
is,
the
it
thing,
makes
it's
no
like,
sense. If it was 2 years, it would be insane. But then everything else
if
would be
it's
insane if it was 3 weeks. Like it's just.
if it's 3 weeks, none of it makes any sense how everybody got back to usual so quickly, and it doesn't make sense that Max has been in a coma for 2 years. But also, if it was 2 years, does that mean that, like, the Byers family have been living at Mike's house for 2 years?
Yeah,
And his
exactly.
and his
Yeah.
and his parents are just like, "Oh, I guess they live here now permanently."
Yeah. I don't know. It's at the timeline. It's like I think they just. I mean, once for one, they had like children who are now 30. That's one problem
Yeah.
they have. So they're like, maybe
Mm.
2 year time skip. I don't know,
Just to
but
explain why they all have facial hair now and
yeah, exactly.
stuff.
It was actually very
Yeah.
jarring with like that little girl being in the last episode, right? And then suddenly it's like I don't know, she's like 12 or whatever. Now it's like what
Mhm.
happened?
She looks about 14. I don't know what they were thinking with that.
Yeah, yeah, like it was
But,
2 to 14. Neither 3 weeks nor 2 years explains what happened.
yeah. Okay, so they're in Hawkins, everything's shut down, and now they're, like, doing some sort of espionage to try and get into the Upside Down to defeat Vecna because the military have taken over the means of getting in there.
Yeah, it's that's also very the military incompetent as always, right? Like it's the one radio
Mm,
station they never check, which apparently for two
yeah.
years they have been. And so it's like there's actually a scene like in the end. It's like what if it was the radio station where all this stuff came from?
God.
You know,
Yeah, they have, like they all the characters have a base at this radio station where Robin,
Rock and Robin,
Uma Thurman's kid, Rockin' Robin,
Ethan
is,
Hawke's
like,
kid.
they're operating. Yeah, I said Uma Thurman's kid, but okay, I
Well,
was being a feminist.
okay. Well, I was being misogynist.
Yes. But,
Go on then.
what was I saying? They're all at the radio station. That's their base of operations. What is her name? Robin and Steve are running a radio show
Yeah,
as a cover for why they have the base of operations at this radio place.
yeah.
The military are looking for Al.
It's a bit convoluted, right? Like, are they? I forgot what they're trying to find Vecna by going into the upside
Mhm,
down, which by that it's
mhm.
not yet a wormhole. It's still just the upside down, and they're going like
Yeah.
really slow. And then like for some reason the radio station has to give them coordinates, and they are the only ones who get them. And then they
Oh, that was
drive.
nonsense. I don't know
Yeah,
what that was.
one drives in the upside down, and one drives in the not so upside down, and it's like it's stupid. Yeah,
So Elle and Hopper are doing these reconnaissance missions in the Upside Down, and the Upside Down is now like a boring, desolate wasteland of green screen, dank looking nonsense. It's so ugly. This TV show is so ugly.
yeah, that's true. That's true. And it was like
What
in the
else?
last season, it was still quite dangerous, right?
Yeah,
Like
they just seem to go
it
in
did
there.
murder the only good character they had in for in the last three seasons. I kind of like that
It
D&D
was
guy.
uh, uh, Eddie. Eddie was whatever. I
Good
didn't
old
care.
Eddie.
Eddie was whatever.
Ah, love Eddie.
Really? Ugh. I was kind of whatever about that. But
Yeah,
anyway,
it was just a fresh prayer. You know the saying.
no. Is there a German equivalent of breath of fresh air?
No, we don't have sayings in
Hmm.
German.
What about tap dance the bear?
No, that's just we just come up with that off the top of our head every time.
Okay. Love tap dance the bear.
Yeah,
But what else is happening the first half of season
but
one? Oh,
the thing is, it all kind of like blends together. But like at some point, they
yeah.
discovered that the military has also a base in the Upside Down, and they're
In the upside
doing
down. And they
experiments
find
there again.
and they
Yeah,
find Elle's sister there. Oh, I remember what the other thing that was happening was
yeah.
that Mike and Nancy's sister
Oh yes,
has this
talking.
imaginary
Mm.
friend who is Vecna, and Vecna kidnaps Holly to
That's
use her as, like, Matrix battery power or something.
Yeah, it's all a bit unclear, but apparently he needs at the end he needs a lot of children. But
Yeah,
first he
he needs
just
a lot
needs
of
her.
children.
And that's where
Mhm.
like it was kind of like that was like a bit shocking, right? Like it was brutal, the kidnapping scene,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
But then obviously also nothing happens. Like they don't kill anyone ever. No one who you care
No.
about. Like anyone who's like a named character doesn't die unless they were like made in that season to die, right? Like that's the only thing that
Mhm.
happens.
Yes. So Vecna gets Demogorgons to attack Mike and Nancy's parents, who are hurt but not killed because we can't kill anyone. Holly is kidnapped and her memories are wiped, so she thinks that Vecna is a good guy, and he, like, takes her to this house, but
Yeah, I mean,
then
like
Max shows up.
yeah, exactly. Max, who's still in a coma.
Max, who's still in a coma, but is also in Vecna's mind prison, shows up and tells Holly that, you know, Vecna's a bad guy. Oh, that was pointless.
Mhm. And I don't know. Yeah, all of it is just like it's convoluted, going back and forth, and like it just doesn't seem like it has any real. I don't know. They didn't really have an idea for the season. I mean, it was also the two-part season, right? Like they kind of really separated
Mm,
them. But I don't know. It's just I feel like they had to. So season 4 and season 5, right? I think they just didn't
mhm.
have any story anymore, right?
No.
So so they
Yeah,
kind of
they
came
didn't.
up with okay, we get a new bad guy, and maybe he's to blame for everything, and maybe 11 had amnesia and forgot all of about knowing her bigger brother, even though it's super important. But I don't know. This doesn't make any sense. And then it's like, and then we kill him. We kill him in season 4, and then in season 5 they're like, maybe we don't fully like maybe we just get him again and we start like completely different stakes, nothing related to the last one, but now he's even bigger and wants to kill people even harder. It's just
I
all
think
very nonsensical.
I think the problem is that having a kind of bad guy who represents everything that's happening that's bad is a very easy storytelling trick. It's kinda like Voldemort.
Yeah.
You know, you defeat Voldemort, and then apparently every other guy is gone. It's just a way to end things neatly, or like in the Game of Thrones, the Night King. They killed the is that what he was called?
Something like that. Yeah. The Zombie King,
The
I
Night
think.
King, the Zombie King guy, and it was just like, you killed him and everybody else died
Yeah, that was
because it was like a hive
so
mind.
bad. That was
But it's just like it's just an easy way to deal with things. If you have something that can, like, represent all the evil in the show, and it's like, "Oh, if we just kill that guy, everything will be sorted out." I mean, they kind of did something with that in season 5 of Stranger Things because they were kinda like, "Oh, we need to stop the cycle of violence," or whatever crap. But that was kind of the idea. "Oh, if we just defeat Vecna." then everything will be over, like the Night King. You stab him and all the other zombies combust, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, well, that was easy. We can, like, wipe our hands of that." And that's why they introduced him. It's just kind of an easy thing, like, they need
Well,
something to defeat, to make it simpler. They don't wanna have it feel messy like season 1 where there's, like, layers to it.
yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I think the problem is, right? Like, if you have something like the Upside Down as it was like posited in the first few seasons, right? Like, you can't really
Mhm.
defeat it. It's just a thing. It's like a parallel verse, a universe, or something like
It's a
that.
place.
So really, kind of
Yeah.
what the victory is like somehow closing the door to it or something like that, right? But then it's still there,
Mhm.
there's still the mystery, and they did that, right? But then they still had like 3 seasons to do. So
I think if it carried on in the vein of season 1,
Mm,
the whole story would be a lot more like about the emotions of just kind of surviving it being there and kind of moving on. Whereas as it got more childish, they kind of needed a representation of the
the bad
evil
guy,
to
yeah.
defeat. And in season 1, the evil, it's not really like it's not evil. It's
Yeah,
kind of
it's very
senseless.
animalistic, kind of, right? Like, it's just,
Hmm.
at least that's what it
It's
seemed
just
to.
bad things happening to people. Whereas this is like, "Oh, no, we need the source of the evil, and if it's just one guy, that's someone we can defeat, and we can overcome it, and we can move on."
Yeah, I don't know. I do not vibe with any of the decisions they made.
No, it's just it's just stupid. But anyway, so season 1, at the end, they have a big fight with the military and the Demogorgons. They're trying to save the other kids who are gonna be kidnapped by Vecna. They fail. But it turns out Will, who was the kid who was kidnapped in season 1, he has, like, magical powers or some shit. And that's the end, right?
But of season, yeah,
So
part
do you
one of
season
season
1
five.
do you agree that that's the end? I don't have anything else to say about what happens.
That is the end. Nothing else happened. Yes.
Nothing else happened.
Well, I mean, the
A
thing is,
lot of
right? Like, they did him really dirty, right? He was like this scared kid in the first season, and
yeah,
we were all rooting for him.
yeah.
And then he didn't do anything for
No,
3 seasons, like literally nothing. And then they're like,
he was just
well,
there.
he is lame. We don't like him. He is gay, and we don't approve of this. That's why we're going to put him
Yeah.
away in the closet for a while until we have to have our liberal what is it, virtue signaling, not to throw ahead with anyone. Okay, and then it's like, but I guess he also has kind of lame powers that sometimes work, but they're also actually bad
Sometimes
because he
don't.
gives away all of the position of everyone to Vecna instead. So it's like it's a double edged sword. We kind of don't like him. That's kind of what the writers were saying, I think.
It was yeah, I agree. So basically they didn't he was, like, kind of like a very secondary character for the first well, after season 1, the next 2 seasons, and then his entire plot in season 4 was the fact that he is, like, sad and is in, like, unrequited love with, what's his face? Mike,
Yeah. I mean, it's not
and
spelled out like this, but like that's actually the
oh,
part
it
we have to.
is.
Is it? I feel like that's the
It's
part.
very up.
Yeah, yeah, I get. Cause he talks to him and he's like, "So you love Elle?" And he's like, "Yeah, I love Elle." And he like turns to the car window or something, cries and bites into his fist or something like that. It's like, okay, we get it, we get it. Yeah, but I
So
mean, they don't say it, right? Like, it's
they
always like
never say
he's
it.
different. We always knew he was different, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
It's very 90s, the whole
Ye-
thing.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
Ironically, because it's set in the 80s, he's kind of like, very special episode about Will being
It's
gay.
true. Yeah, yeah. It's a little bit off. Yeah, off by a
Yeah.
decade.
Oh god. It's so the way they handled this is so bad, and it's such a highlight of the season, like, so much of the season is focused on this, and it's
Yeah.
so bad done. They have him, like oh god. So that character Robin is a lesbian,
Mm.
They have her have, like, a girlfriend, and Will is, like, obviously talking to her about it, and he's asking about being gay, but in the most, like, obscured way possible, because they never actually say he's gay, really.
Yeah. No, no, not before, right? Like it's never like said as a.
No.
Do they even say it in the coming out scene? I don't know.
No, he just says he doesn't like girls a bunch.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
exactly.
more
He's just like, I fucking hate women. I don't like them. It's like, it's like what? What?
it's all so
Yeah.
but it's clearly it felt very old-fashioned the way that they approached it because they clearly thought they were doing something. They have him be, like, in love with Mike. It's never gonna go anywhere, you know. They never set it up or anything,
Well,
so you don't think, "Oh,
The
maybe Mike."
Tumblr kids didn't know. You say.
Oh my god, don't even go there. The delusion, like, that you know it's not gonna happen. He's gay, so
Yeah.
it's sad, it's unrequited. Um,
Lesbians can
they're
be happy, but gays have to be sad. Except for maybe in the fantasy world in the future. We'll see. We'll see. But generally, they have to be sad.
but they
I
make
mean,
such a
it's
big
also
deal
like
out of
this is
it.
kind of sad too, right? Like this is all like
Mm.
shortly before, well, or around the AIDS thing, which is kind of
Yeah, that
like
makes it even
also,
more depressing.
yeah, I don't know. Like they want to be in the
But they
80s, but
have
not really deal with any of the real problems
yeah,
of the 80s.
very
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very depressing, and they clearly thought they were doing something progressive, but it was very regressive, really.
Yeah.
His whole story of the season is kind of accepting the fact that he's gay, accepting the fact that, like, Michael never feel anything for him, and it's kind of framed like Robin is like, "Oh, you don't need external love, you just need to accept yourself." But
Which is
every other
also,
character in the series has to have external love.
yeah. Although they
He's
don't
the
end up
only
together
character.
at least.
No, but they at least
Yeah,
experience
yeah.
it, you know?
I mean, the thing is with like Robin too. I mean, the problem that's the problem, right? Like, there's just so much nonsense and like bad action and exposition and stuff like that. So they don't really have much time for anything like emotional or like character building, right? So
Mm,
Robin's lesbian thing is also like it's super underdeveloped, right? Like she's kind of like there's the scene where she's in band together with the girl and she's like she wants her, and then like her boyfriend comes from another town and she's like, oh no, she's not gay, and and then in the end it's like actually my boyfriend's an asshole. Do you want to be my girlfriend? That's like I think the three
mm.
scenes they have together in season 4, and then it's like you can have this too, this really underdeveloped relationship. you know?
If if they
Yeah.
actually wanted to have he they should have given him a boyfriend in, like, season 4.
Yeah.
Like, season 1 was about Mike and Elle, then season 2 was, like, Max and Lucas. Dustin gets a girlfriend in season 3. They should have given him a boyfriend in season 4, and it would have helped them because it would have been something for him to do.
Oh my god. Dustin has his girlfriend. I forgot. I think
Yeah.
she must have died in season 5 because she was in season
They
3 and
didn't
4 and
mention.
saved. Yeah, they never
Yeah,
mentioned her, right? And like
never mentioned her
Dustin's
again.
great thing after his speech is
Mm.
that like some random cheerleader girl who he doesn't like comes over and is like, "You're actually cute," and he fumbles, right? Like, and it's like, wait,
God.
you have a relationship, at least as far as we know. Which,
No, you're presuming they broke up off screen. But like I was saying, okay,
yeah,
why didn't they give him a boyfriend in season 4?
yeah, yeah.
Because instead of introducing that Argyle character, they should have just introduced some California surfer boy that Will is interested in who has a van, and then he could drive them to Hawkins.
That's true. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Sure.
Exactly.
Why not? Like,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
And it
And he
it
doesn't have to cry.
he doesn't have to cry, and the big bonus would be it would stop people on Tumblr shipping Will and Mike.
Yeah. Like,
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, come
Because
on, people on Tumblr. Do you want to do this to Will? I mean, he has no personality. Come on, he
but
can
the
do
thing is,
better.
like, That's you want to nip that in the bud, I'd say, because people are getting very, very weird about that online. They start going on Twitter, they start accusing the writers of hate crimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I said this to you before, if I was a showrunner or a writer for a show and I found out people were shipping 2 of my characters that I knew weren't getting together, they are 6 feet apart in every scene after that. We do not encourage it. And nobody's accusing me of queer baiting. They're never interacting again.
Yeah, I mean,
And if I
that's what
was
I'm
a
wondering. Like, I feel like obviously people go crazy or whatever, right? But
mm,
is this actually good for the show? Have like, these weirdo fans?
it can't be.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
It's probably good
Cause
because 'cause they'll watch the show, but it's not good for anyone involved in it.
I mean, the problem is it happens every time, right? Like every show that gets a little
Yeah.
popular, that's just like, well, they do the queer baiting and then like won't ever do it. Like, which is, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of sad, right? Like, I feel like nothing really has gotten that much more progressive since the 90s than in that way. I don't know.
No. But, like with this, the people who are into that on Tumblr or whatever,
Yeah.
it was delusional. It was if you look at it, it's people basing all this off of very little information. But at the same time, I feel bad for them,
Yeah.
you
No,
know?
of course. Yeah. Like, it's important to them.
It's all
I do think like
it's important to them, and it's all, like, teenagers who
yeah.
are a little bit my thing is they've gotten a bit too obsessed with the idea of, media literacy and analysis and
Yeah.
thinking that the show is hinting something towards them that nobody else is understanding, and they're really missing the forest for the trees. They're
Yeah.
kind of like, "Oh, these 2 characters are wearing these same colors of
Yeah.
clothing," and then there's, like, a prop in the background which hints and it's kind of it's like the curtains obsessed with, like, the curtains are blue. Have you
Yeah.
heard
But like,
this?
I
When people
mean,
talk about, "Oh, the curtains." They're
like,
so obsessed with analyzing the fact that the curtains are blue that they're missing the fact that the curtains are, like, on fire, they're
yeah.
missing, like, the big picture
Like, you
because
don't
they're so
remember
obsessed
the
with all these
scene where he
details.
kind of was like, "I will never be gay. I, I, I do not have any gay feelings for you." It's like
But
you're kind of
they'll be
like
like, "No,
missing
no,
it.
no, no, no. You're missing the scene where they, like, touch fingers for 1 second,"
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
exactly.
makes the actual text null
I
and
mean,
void.
you're right. Like these are teenagers, and the thing is, right? Like, I feel like it's very important to them, and I feel like they're overestimating how much impact media has on this, right? Like, I feel like we're
Yeah.
kind of been around the block, and it's not helped, right? Like the backlash to the
No.
backlash has been incredibly violent and terrible, and it's kind of like
Mhm.
they need less media literacy and more Marxism, is what I'm saying. Yeah,
But it's this idea of, like I remember in the 2000s, this obsession people had with representation matters, and what that
exactly.
meant to a lot of people was, "Oh, in TV shows, you mean?"
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah,
"No." It means and people being like, "Oh, we need to have little girls go see Miss Marvel." And it's
yeah,
like, "No, little girls' representation matters," means, like, that they know family members who are successful, that their aunt is a doctor, that their mother is successful or able to achieve her dreams, and they're allowed to achieve their dreams, or having female teachers and stuff around. It's not fictional characters. Wonder Woman is not the representation which is important to little girls.
yeah. I mean, I think that's part of the problem with America and why they need Marxism so much. Is like the material realities, right? Like, because absolutely everything that like a lot of activists or like especially online activists are always talking about is only media and
Yeah.
consumption. Like, that's the avenue through which everything goes, right?
Mm.
Like, like gay equality is going to be achieved if they have a rainbow jeans at Target or something like that. It's like, I don't think so. I think you're really missing what the problems are, the structural problems in this world.
Especially with how fragmented TV and media is nowadays, even if it was important back in the day. Like, people will
Sure, sure.
argue, Modern Family or Will and Grace, pushed the envelope a little bit in towards mainstream acceptance of gayness. But that's not the case anymore because you don't have shows where 40 million people are watching it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
It
it
just
can, it
doesn't
can be a
matter as
part of
much.
it, right? But it should probably not be
Yeah,
the
but a small
only.
part.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like,
Okay.
if you're a teenager, this is and the thing is that it gets into people's minds, and then if you're like, "Oh, representation matters," therefore, it kind of spirals and people are like, "Oh, then therefore, if you kill a gay character in a TV show, I have the moral justification
Mm.
to send bomb threats to the writers because they're basically killing people."
Yeah.
You
No.
know?
Exactly. Yeah, that
It's
is
just
that
the
is
kind
true.
of
Yeah.
mentality people have.
And I feel like it's also kind of like this blueprint that people just apply to everything then, and like it's also a way to not think too much about something because you're just like, well, I have this blueprint basically, things that I've already heard a million times, and I will just apply it to everything else.
Yeah.
Very cookie cutter, but
Yeah.
that's not the
Are we
point.
gonna talk
We're
about
here
that?
to shit our Stranger Things, not the poor Tumblr
We should
people
probably
who were disappointed by it.
No, I feel bad for them.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
feel genuinely bad for them. It's sad,
Talking about
you know?
representation, you guys should watch Pluribus.
Yeah. The thing is okay, the thing with the representation in Pluribus is that that's a lesbian main character,
Ah,
and the fact that she's a lesbian is very integral to the plot
yeah,
and her motivations, but it's not but the thing is I was gonna say, "Oh, it's subtly done." It's not subtly done, it's very, very blatant,
yeah.
but it's done in an interesting way.
Yeah, it's like
It's not
it
not
feels real.
incidental.
It feels full, a
Feels
fully
real.
developed character, right?
But it doesn't feel but, like, some people be like, "Oh, it doesn't matter because, oh, it's just incidental, it doesn't even matter to the plot, she's just a lesbian." It's like, no, it's very, very key to her motivations, the fact that she's a lesbian,
Yeah,
but it feels like a
exactly.
human being.
I mean, I feel like a lot of the time with the representation that people are fighting for with like bigger projects or something like that, or even Will, like even though like obviously they talk about him being gay all the time, like it doesn't really matter that much, right? It's kind of
No,
like it's the way that Dumbledore is gay. It's like, oh yeah, you can just say that. Like that's just a thing. It
but
changes absolutely nothing about anything, you know?
no, but I was thinking about this with Pluribus because obviously part of the reason that she is so, anti-joining the hive mind is that she says it reminds her of a conversion therapy
Yeah,
camp that she went
yeah,
to. Them all trying to force her and saying, "You'll be happier once you join us."
yeah,
And the other guy, the Colombian guy, his motivation is kind of like, Carol is like, the hive mind is conversion therapy, and he's kind of like, they're thieves and they're colonizers, and it's like very integral to their
and
motivation of who
demons.
they are as people.
Like it's
Yeah.
very yeah. It's
Yeah, there's like a religious kind of thing to it.
which makes sense, right? Because there was all of this
Yeah.
Catholic, imagery around him and stuff like that too. It's interesting. Yeah, no,
Mm.
exactly. It makes a lot more sense. Oh man, you should watch
But,
that show if you haven't. It's so good.
so good.
If you
But the
deciding
thing with
between Stranger Things and Pluribus right now, I think don't do Stranger Things.
Pluribus
Just watch Pluribus.
but Stranger Things tried to make his sexuality kind of a part of it, and they tried to make his coming out
Oh my god.
relevant to the show.
I mean, that was also so fucking bad. It's like, okay, the biggest thing, it's very time sensitive. We're going to fight Vecna in 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes, guys. We have 3 minutes. And then he's like,
Mm.
guys, we need to all go together in this room. Like these three people who are my best friends, my mom, these people I sort of know, these people I don't know at
Casual
all.
acquaintances. I didn't realize I watched that scene again. Elle's sister Kali is there
Oh yeah.
in the background. She must be so confused.
She's like, well, what's go? Should we not
Like, what
prepare?
is going on?
Like I'm like this seems bad for you, but I'm going to sacrifice myself for the world like later today in like 3 minutes. Actually, what's
But the
she
way
was
they
also
justify it is like, "Oh, he has to tell everyone because Vecna will use the fact that he's gay against him."
yeah.
And realistically, it's only possible for Vecna to use that against him, like, for, like, 5 people, like his mom, his brother, like Mike, a few of his other friends.
How would that also have happened, right? Like, I mean, they were like pouring uh, fire on that spider thing or whatever, right? Like they were hitting Vecna or whatever. Like in the end, they beheaded him, and what is like, wait, guys, Will's gay. It's like, how would that have fucking
I
worked? Like,
but this is the thing, is, like, people defending that clip are like, "Oh, well, it was relevant for the plot because they needed to use it." Like, they made that's why he had to tell everyone. It was like, "Yeah, but that's because the writers wrote that situation, and it's a very stupid
yeah,
situation
yeah.
to write.
Because like, I
These
mean, the
aren't real
point is,
people."
he's kind of like, I can't use it if I'm weak, if I'm like lying or something like that, right? Like it's like I need to
Yeah.
be honest about it, and then I can use my sorcerer power slightly better. I mean, he's not using it super great either, right? Like, but okay,
No, but it's kind of offensive idea of, like, that he's lying in some way by not disclosing his sexuality to
yeah,
every person he's ever met. It's kind of offensive, but also they have him say it to every single person available, and it's like, "Okay, I understand why you need to tell your mother, but do you need to tell, your brother's ex-girlfriend's ex-boyfriend's friend's
yeah,
girlfriend,
okay.
Vicky,
So
that you're
here's
gay?" What was she gonna do?
exactly here's how it would have. I mean, they should have like maybe just paid for an external writer that would have helped for that scene, and here's
Definitely.
who it should have been, right? The four
Mm,
kids, the mom, and the brother. That's it.
yeah.
That end of it. Well, 11. Well, 11 is one of the four kids, so fine. Okay, all right. Those people. Maybe
Mm.
Max. Max is
Maybe
okay.
that, yeah,
Maybe Max.
Max could
I
be
don't think
there.
they had a scene together, but sure. Maybe Max.
Whatever's happening, Murray does not need to be
No,
there.
like exactly. I didn't even know Murray was a named character. Why is he here?
He's that bald guy.
Yeah, I know. By elimination, I figured out who he is. He's so fucking annoying. I hate him every time I see him in season 5. I'm just like, oh god, holy shit. Because he always says something
So
like, "Oh yeah, is that right?" It's like, yeah, yeah. But
so
why can't we
boring.
just talk? I don't know. Don't
But
like it
yeah,
at all.
the scene was bad, and the problem is the scene was so bad, people were like there was, like, backlash to it, and the problem was that the backlash from the homophobes was mixed in from the backlash with the people who thought it was badly
Ah,
written and the people who thought it wasn't gay enough, you
right,
know?
right,
You
right.
had the
I mean,
people who were like, "Him and Mike should have kissed," and the people like, "That was bad writing," and the people who were like, "Gay people should all die," all
oh,
against it. And the problem is the people who won in that were the people who were like, "Gay people should die."
well,
You know what I mean? Like, they were the
right.
winners.
But yeah,
Because
exactly. They're
from
the
the
moral
outside,
winners.
it just seems like it's anti-woke, whereas a lot of the people who are anti it were anti-bad writing or were like, "This isn't gay enough."
I feel like that's often what happens with like criticism against these kind of things too, right? Like there's like a mix of things, and then like the writers who are like, oh, well, we're actually great, will just say like, well, these are just Nazis that want gay people to die, and it's like I'm sure there are a few in there, right? Like they do exist, but I
Mm.
don't think that's the main criticism people have for your writing and what you did to that poor gay
The
kid that we
problem
all
is
liked in
now
first season, but not after.
the problem is now, because of the kind of anti-woke wave, the writers aren't being like, "Oh, it's all Nazis." They're being like, "Oh, maybe the Nazis have a point. Maybe we
Oh,
shouldn't have had the gay character." You know what I mean?
that's true.
So it's like,
That is a danger.
in the age of anti-woke, it's actually dangerous for you to write bad scenes
Right.
with gay people. You
Only
have to
write good
you have to be
things.
writing only write good scenes.
Like that would have maybe explained the rest of it because they were just like, okay, we have this one gay coming out scene, so we have 3,000 hours to write this whole show. Let's
Mm.
spend an hour on the plot and the dialogue and everything, and 2,999 on the gay coming out scene.
Yeah,
We need to get this
it should
right.
have been
Yeah,
it should have been all dog shit and
yeah.
the most beautiful gay coming out scene you've ever seen in your life.
Exactly.
Oscar worthy, like 3 minutes.
It's like, wow, they really
Best
redeemed
thing you've ever
themselves.
seen. Yeah, with just that coming out scene was a mwah, chef's kiss. Everything else dog shit.
It's like you people. It's like just skip the first 5 seasons and just watch the coming out
Just watch the coming
scene.
out scene. A masterclass of a coming out scene. Nothing else
Yeah.
worthy
People,
at all.
people, people can set it to that
They should
Sufjan Stevens song and be like, ah,
what's if you Mystery of Love? Was that the one you're
Mystery of
thinking about?
Love. Yeah, yeah. The Call Me
Okay,
by
yeah.
Your Name song.
The Call Me by Your Name song. There's 2 Sufjan Stevens songs in Call Me by Your Name, actually.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it.
Have you not?
No, I don't.
I don't
I
think
get
I'd
I
recommend
get
it.
my gay representation from things like Stranger Things. Brutal.
Side note, Call Me by Your Name, I really liked it the first time I watched it. I watched it again, I really liked it. Then a year later, I was like, "Oh, watch that Call Me by Your Name." I hated it. I don't know
Mm,
what happened,
interesting.
but I was like, it was the 3rd watching, it was unbearable.
I mean, one of the guys is a cannibal, and
This was before he was a cannibal, so it wasn't like
okay,
backlash to the fact that he was a
and it
cannibal, it
and
just
it
became incredibly obnoxious
right, right,
to me.
and it's also before you didn't like Timothy Chalamet anymore.
I don't like that Timothy Chalamet anymore now.
Yeah. So it's
I've had enough
interesting.
of
They
him.
had actually everything going for them. They didn't you didn't know about the
Yeah,
cannibalism.
I
Interesting, yeah.
still enjoyed Timothy Chalamet, but yeah,
Yeah.
couldn't stand it.
I mean, I don't
But I
know
really
if
liked it the first time I saw it.
I probably should watch it one time because
Nah, nah,
you
nah,
don't
don't
think
bother.
so? Just skip it.
Nah, nah,
Okay, fair enough.
no, skip it. Watch All of Us Strangers instead, that's a great movie.
Okay, sounds good.
And
That's the
there's
one in
no
the apartment complex that was came out 2 years ago or
yeah, and it's
something.
based on a Japanese book.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I might watch that.
and
Sounds
there
good.
and there's no, worrying age gap between the 2 guys in it as well, so that's fun.
Ah, that's good. Yeah, that's important now.
Great movie.
Okay.
Mm. Okay, back to Stranger
Yeah. Nope.
Things.
No. This is clearly only for the girlies who have seen Stranger Things because we're not explaining the plot at
Explaining the
all. That's
plot.
fine. That's fine.
No.
We're doing the best. It's actually we are explaining it better than the whole show did. So you just so you know.
It's not a TV show where the plot matters,
Mm,
despite what they would like you to believe.
yeah. Yeah.
But that was pretty much the end. What else happened in part 2?
In part two.
They did a lot of they did a lot
Well,
of planning.
I mean, I think one of the things. So, I mean, if we go through it, right? Like
Mm,
the elder teenagers, right? Nothing happened for them. Like there was
mhm.
a little bit of a subplot. It's
Yeah.
like, will Steve will I forgot the other guy's name. Do
Jonathan.
Nancy, and then like none of them come together with Nancy. It's kind of all bullshit, right? Like all of that is completely
Mm.
useless. Then
I
with
mean, the
then with
character of Jonathan,
yeah, yeah. One second, let
he
me
was
just
yeah.
the kind of no, please. Jonathan, that's his name. That's his name. Okay, yeah. Please talk about Jonathan.
The character of Jonathan was, like, the main character in season 1, if n he was definitely one of the main
He was
characters in
really big.
season
Yeah, he was
1.
important. We liked him.
He was important, and he was, like, actually very sympathetic and, like, sad. It was a very sad character who is kind of having to look after his little brother who goes missing and then presumably dies,
Yeah,
and he's kind of complex and weird and an outcast. And a little bit morally dubious. And I think the problem was they set up a very interesting kind of realistic character that was kind of sympathetic but gray. And then as the show got zanier and zanier, they realized they had absolutely nothing to do with him anymore because he just didn't fit the aesthetic
Right. I mean,
of
it's true,
being
it's
of
true.
appearing to be an actual human being.
Yeah. Because, like, everyone kind of just becomes action heroes, right? Like, Hopper
Yeah.
amongst all of them, right? Like, he's actually, like he plays basically just plays his Marvel superhero characters now, I guess, you know? But
But I think that's what happened to, like, all of the buyers, like Joyce and Will
yeah,
and Jonathan. They were just a bit too real,
that's true. They were,
and
like,
they
really an
that's why they
emotional
stopped
center.
using the
Like, it's kinda
Yeah.
also Winona Ryder, right? She was a little bit annoying in the first season, but you kinda totally understood why, right? Like, she was, like,
Mm,
you know, she lost her son, right? And she was super crazy about that, and like, they were really, like, an interesting, like, fully fleshed out human beings kind of situation in the first season. I mean, same actually
mm.
with Steve, right? Like, Steve was kind of, like, had a bit of an arc, at least in the first and second season, right?
Yeah.
Like, he was a real asshole at the start,
Mm.
right? Like, he was really bad to
And I
Nancy, and I
The
think,
problem is
yeah,
Steve was kind of, like, flanderized
yeah,
in the fact that everybody really liked him, and then he became kind of a zany character, and everyone
exactly.
thought he was hot or whatever, but
Same
they
with
couldn't do that with the buyers. They were just a bit too realistic and a little bit too flawed,
that's true. Yeah. I mean, same with Nancy
and
too,
it's
right?
like
Like, at the end, she's also like an
yeah.
action hero lady. Like, she wants to be like a journalist, just like why is she like a shotgun wielding superhero at the end too? Like,
Mm.
is that the only thing you can be? I don't understand.
But that's what happened with Will is that it was like, we don't wanna deal with sad, traumatized, repressed gay kid. That's not fun in our '80s show. And
Yeah,
then they try to bring that character into season 5, where the tone is just completely different.
yeah.
There's
I mean, the
nothing you can
problem
do
is,
with him anymore that isn't cringe.
it's true. Well, the thing is, they could have done something though, but they kept like
Mm,
the gay traumatized thing. They could have just made him a happy gay, like you said. Give him a boyfriend in
yeah.
season 4, and he's like, yeah, this is great. I'm actually good, and I'm a sorcerer. I'm a fucking sorcerer, you know. But instead, it's like, oh,
Mm,
I'm so sad. I'm so, you know. It was, I don't know. It didn't really work. They really did him dirty, I think.
yeah, terrible.
But okay, so nothing really happens with the teenagers in terms of an arc, right? Um, then
No.
with Dustin, he's at the start, he's kind of like trying to get over Eddie's death, who's his best
Mm,
friend or whatever. They kind of, yeah. Anyways, he gets beat up, and that's why he's too late for one of their drops or something like that. That never brought up again. You remember, like,
that
the
actor
basketball team wanted to
yeah.
murder him in the first part of the fifth season.
Oh my god. Yeah. The actor was actually doing pretty well in this season, I thought, for Dustin.
I mean,
One of the
he's a
better
fine
performances.
actor. I think, like, he's doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like
And
he
then
has
you
all
have
these stupid things to do.
the Max Lucas storyline
Yeah,
where Max is doing all this important plot stuff and Lucas is just
sitting
her
there.
boyfriend, and that's pretty much it. That's his entire character
Yeah.
just being and he's one of the ones that can act as well. He's one of the only actors who can act,
Mhm. Once in a
you
while,
know.
he turns the tape around. That's the important thing.
See, I love the fact that they made such a big thing about Kate Bush and how much she loves Kate Bush. She loves that song. She does not love Kate Bush.
Yeah. I mean,
That's it. They didn't play any of the other songs. I was kinda thinking, why didn't Lucas, like, play her some other music or play her some other Kate Bush songs?
yeah, I mean, they should have established that probably earlier, but like exactly, yeah, why not? Like, you could have like this. I mean, it's a bit like Guardians of the Galaxy has like a pretty good soundtrack,
Hmm,
which they're like tying into. Oh, it's this cassette tape that Peter Quill has or whatever, right? They could have done that.
hmm.
Like, you know, they could have like,
Yeah.
oh, the '80s have a good soundtrack. Maybe that's the songs that Max likes or whatever, right? And they could have just played it.
Play her something else. Play her even just play her something else from that album.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Make another Kate Bush song, the big song of Things season 5, instead of just playing that same fucking song over and over again.
Exactly. Because, I mean, you do get bored of things after a while. You can't hear it 1,000 times. Sorry. It's
No.
not how it works. But okay, yeah, so Max and were pointless too. And then 11, but the thing is, right, like 11's arc or whatever is like she finds her sister in that research facility in the Upside
Mm,
Down, which is a wormhole. I don't know if you knew. Um, and and her sister is being like bloodlet to make new baby monsters things, not monsters, but like new baby numbers is what they call them, right? They want to restart
mhm.
the program, but her sister is kind of lame, right? She's not cool, she's not like Vecna or 11, so all the women and the babies die. But if 11 becomes the blood boy, then it's going to restart. Then they can start all of that program again, which they also don't want
Yeah.
to actually, because like the women hates 11 so much and she thinks she's to blame for absolutely everything that happened, but they also want to restart the program. But
Mhm.
anyways, so
So her
so
sister is like, "We need to kill ourselves now."
yeah, yeah, we need to first fix this and then we kill ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hopper's kind, oh my god, holy shit. I mean, the thing is, uh, they kind of had Vecna halfway through, right? Like they would have already
Mm.
won, but then like, and it's never addressed, right? Then Vecna's like, Hopper, you should kill the tank where 11's in, so I can win instead. And he just does it, you know. It's like it's actually like a really pivotal scene if you think about it, but like it's completely
Yeah.
treated nonchalantly. Yeah.
Mhm. So they have this plan. They started the plan in the last episode, right? That they're going to do this illusion using Kali's powers, kill Vecna, rescue the kids. It's all going to be over. And Hopper fucks it up because he's incompetent,
Yeah.
right? And before this, Hopper had been like weirdly murderous about Kali. I think Kali's meant to be like 17. He's so keen on murdering that teenage girl. It's crazy.
Wait, I mean, it kind of aligns. Like she wants to really badly die, and he wants to really badly kill. But
Yes. But he doesn't know about the suicide pact, so he's just basing this on vibes.
yeah,
He was
it's
like,
like I don't
I
like
will
that
kill this
girl.
girl at a drop of a hat. Give me any reason, I will murder her." It just seems like he's very bloodthirsty.
Yeah,
But then he
like this poor girl who's been like for years, like at least 2 years, probably longer, like
mm,
been abducted and used as a blood bag, you know, to fucking insane. Oh, and
and
Hopper
he just
also wants
I
to
don't like
kill
her vibe.
himself. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That kind of gets dropped again too, right? He's like, you know what I'll do? I will blow myself up when I meet Vecna. You know, he just kind of has like the exact same plan in a way. And then it's like, you can't do that. That's the worst thing ever. And then 11 has the exact same plan. I don't know. Oh, it's so convoluted.
Mm. So they fail in their initial plan, which was kind of complex, and their next plan is to just like poke it with sticks, I guess. They all go into they all go into the alternative reality through the wormhole, which is just a big empty CGI desert. And they just go over to the place where Vecna has all the kids. They free the kids and they just start stabbing him and
And it
like
works.
poking that and it works perfectly. It looks hideous. The whole thing looks so ugly. It's such an ugly show. It looks awful. Elle
Yeah.
and Will are like fighting Vecna. It doesn't matter. They kill him. All that it's just pointless busy work for them to kill him. I don't know why people are like, "Oh, it took so little time for them to fight." And it was like, "You wanted more? You
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
more
At least it was over
ugly
soon.
CGI fight, at least it was over. There was nothing smart about it. There was no complexities. All these people, there's like alternative realities and stuff, and like going into people's minds that they could use for some like narrative. And instead, it's just like, no, 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 that didn't work. We're just going to stab him a bunch of times and like throw him around a room. And people are like, I wish there was more stabbing and throwing around a room. I didn't like any of that character stuff.
I mean, like also after they beat him, the 12 hit beheading scene of
Oh
choices.
my
Oh
god.
god! And every time
They were like,
she swings the axe, yeah, another clip comes.
it was a $40 million clip show. It was like
Yeah.
watching an episode of Friends at a time, mid-season clip show of Friends. But yeah, and but they thought, oh, this is going to be narratively, we're going full circle. She gets her big moment where she kind of emotionally releases by chopping this guy's head off.
who who we
The
also like.
tone.
Yeah.
Imagine if you watched all of season 1 and then just that last
Yeah, it's like,
episode.
huh? What?
You're like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah. Also, like they're kind of playing with like, is he a bad guy? Is he misunderstood? Can he come back? Is he this? And they're like, no, beheading right now. you know?
Yeah, Will has that scene where he's like, "You were just a kid like us."
He's like,
What are you saying? If he apologizes, it's like all everything is cool, all is forgiven? He murdered a lot of people.
well, I
Not
mean,
that that matters because Nancy's murdered a lot of people as well.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, the thing is, it's apology or beheading. These are the two options. That's the only. There was also
But
so fucking yeah.
it seemed to be like Will was very, like, open to forgiving him.
Yeah, yeah.
Restorative justice for Vecna.
Yeah. Like maybe we put him in prison for a year. It's like,
No,
oh,
we make him no, 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 that's not good. We make him do community service. He
that's
needs to
true.
give back.
And he has to meet with his victims' families.
Yeah,
And
but there
yeah.
was nothing like it seemed like they were attempting something psychological with the ending of having something deeper happening, and they were like, "Hey, look, nobody wants that." Big CGI battle where Elle uses her arm wavy powers and her nose bleeds and she goes, "Wah!" a
Yeah.
lot. And everybody's complaint was not, "That was shit." It was like, there wasn't enough
Enough.
of that.
Yeah. Well, I guess society gets the shows that it deserves.
Yes. So they defeat Vecna, they save all the kids, Purple Rain plays, was it Purple Rain that was playing?
I
They
don't
play
know.
like 10 songs. It is not earned, and they all get in
Definitely.
their trucks and start driving back,
I
but
was
then
like,
the
yeah,
military
that was a good
it was
fight.
very Game of Thrones. There was some like the stages, like Vecna was the Night
Yeah.
King,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
you then you had the battle at King's Landing, and that was
It's
the
true.
military.
And it's like also like the wrong direction, right? It's like
Yeah.
if you want like the bigger thing should be the last thing. I mean,
Mm.
they're all trying to do a scouring of the Shire, I guess, but I'm really missing what that's about. Yeah.
But, like, Linda Hamilton's character very much felt like the mini boss of the season.
Yeah.
Oh, and but then so they try and get out, they defeat the military or whatever. Elle sacrifices herself.
She's like,
We
it's
have
it's
close
never
up on
going
every
to stop.
must
I mean,
die,
yeah.
and then they, like, close up on everybody's screaming faces, and then it's like, "Okay, we don't wanna emotionally deal with any of that. We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
jump forward 2 years."
Exactly. Another 2 years, I guess. I don't know.
Another 2 years,
This time
Robin's
not
back
3 weeks.
narrating. We don't wanna have to deal with any of the fallout. Nobody was tried for war crimes or whatever, or, killing all those they
Yeah,
killed, like, human beings.
yeah, exactly. Like they just left it makes absolutely no sense, right? And also,
They're just
like,
like, "Cool, go back to your lives."
yeah. We did what we wanted. All right, good. We wanted to kill that 11. I know you killed a couple of our guys, but bygones.
It all evens out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Eye for an eye.
Yeah. So please go back to high school. Dustin becomes the fucking valedictorian. It's like, really, really, It's like he spent the
But,
last
like,
18
from
months to become like the best student after all.
but also from the townspeople's perspective, they thought Eddie was a serial killer,
Yeah, I
and
know. Exactly.
Dustin was, like, a fanboy for this serial killer. It's like if somebody like one of those Columbine girls became valedictorian.
Oh
Like,
god.
did they kind of it wasn't a kind of thing of like, what am I thinking of? You know, where they didn't have anything where they're like, Dustin cleared Eddie's name,
No, no, no.
you know? So when he gets out that Hellfire Lives shirt, it might as well have been like a picture of Jeffrey Dahmer on that shirt, you know?
Exactly. And the whole time's like, yeah, yeah, fuck the It's so fucking stupid.
It was so lame.
Yeah.
He gives this awful speech, and like
Yeah.
fuck the man speech. Everybody's in the crowd clearing, clapping. Apart from what happened. This might one of my questions. What happened with Robin's girlfriend?
No, she did.
Is she what? Where did she go? They don't mention her
She's
again.
gone.
Maybe they kind of allude to the fact that maybe they broke up, which makes all her like Robin's
Yeah.
obsession with being like Vicky is my soulmate and you need to find your Vicky to Will even funnier.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
think that
It's
she was
like,
like,
I guess I was wrong on
things
that one.
get yeah, she's like, things get better. You'll find your soulmate like I did. And then 6 months later, okay, we broke up. Maybe you won't find your soulmate.
Well, I mean, Will definitely didn't in the last 18 months. Like he's
No.
still single and sad.
He's gonna be sad and alone forever. It's the '80s. We have
Well,
to be realistic.
that's what I'm thinking too, really, because like at the end there's like all these future ideas that
Mm,
what's his name? I forget it again.
Mike.
Mike has for them, right? And it's like, and maybe
Mm.
you will travel the world far away from us. Be gay far away from us. Maybe in Europe. That's where I like that shit. And maybe you'll find a handsome guy in a bar. Maybe. But I'm also like, so I'm like, well, this is in this show. This is never going to happen, right? Will is not going to be happy. He's not going to find anyone, right? Like they hate him. The showrunners hate him. And I feel
Yeah.
because of that, it's confirmed that 11 is dead. We
They're
agree?
that homophobic. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think a clear sign that they hated him was his hair throughout the show.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I mean,
They
that's why like everyone's just like, every time they're like, Will is different. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, he could change the haircut though. I mean, I don't know why he does that.
But like in the last season, they were like, okay, look, we can't get rid of he has terrible hair the entire time. In the last season, they're like, okay, you can't get rid of the bowl cut, but we'll let you like tussle it a little bit, so it doesn't look as bad. That's as much as you're getting.
It's like a Samson
Just
kind of situation. If it's tussled, he has superpowers.
yes. Oh my
Oh
god,
god.
it's so stupid. But
But
yeah.
yeah, so I mean, I kind of preempted it, but like, what's his name? Mike. Mike, they
Mhm.
do like a last D&D thing, right? And this is kind of like trying to tie up everyone's story by what Mike imagines might happen, right?
Mm.
And so he gives them, it's like, I forget what Max. I don't know. Max marries the other guy, I guess. I don't know. I forget. And Will again is gay in Europe. And Dustin,
Why do
what's
you
with
think that's
Dustin?
Europe?
Well,
Dustin goes
that's
to university and Steve visits him.
oh yeah, Dustin gets oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, you get to work in the library. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Oh god. But but the thing is, like, we're all thinking 11 is dead, but he's like, maybe 11 isn't dead. Maybe she just went to the. Oh, and here's the thing, right? Like, there was a story of he wanted to go to a place with 3 waterfalls, right?
Oh god, it's so
And
stupid.
it's like, well, she couldn't reach it. She just went to a place with 2 waterfalls. And like, they couldn't do a third CGI waterfall. Are you fucking kidding me? But okay, never
They
mind.
wanted they wanted to keep it realistic,
Yeah,
Marius. This was like the
exactly.
tempered version. This was
Yeah,
like the realistic fantasy
yeah. So his
of, like,
fantasy is
maybe the
like,
gay guy will get a boyfriend, Dustin will go to university, and 2 waterfalls, not 3.
exactly. It's like he wants to temper. It's true, but it's like his idea is like, so the girl, his her Indian girl, not is it sister, yeah,
Callie.
Callie.
Yes.
Um, like she actually survived long enough, even though Hopper saw her die after being shot in the gut. She
Yeah.
survived long enough to actually do her magic again, and she hit 11, and so she could run away and didn't
Mm,
sacrifice herself, and now she lives in Iceland at 2 waterfalls.
yes.
Um, and they'll never meet again. And that's the potential happy ending left open.
Mm.
But again, it's not true because gay guy is not going to be happy. But like with these showrunners, so all of this is not going to happen, and fucking Dustin is never going to see a library again. You know, it's tragic, but
I
that's what's
think
going to
it
happen.
was they wanted to do, like, a kind of Stand By Me, I that
Yeah,
reference at
yeah,
the end there where he was,
definitely.
like, typing on the computer and he has his glasses
It
on and
was so
everything,
bad. It was so bad.
and it was just sad, and it was like, just don't make the reference."
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
or
But
make it
also
like for
Stand By
real.
Me
It's like Dustin got in a fight
well,
and
like
died at. You know?
yeah, he got shot in the stomach trying to break up a fight. Like,
Exactly. Have you seen that YouTube like video where someone does like a Stand By Me parody and like all the worst things
no,
happen to his friends?
no, I've just seen Stand By Me.
Yeah, no, I know, but like they're extending it by being like, and then he got like cancer, and he's like, and they could, why are you saying this? Why are you telling me? Like, why? Like, I thought we were friends. Never mind. You should watch that if you see it. Probably the
I'll
people who
watch it.
did it are regressive, but yeah. Oh, it was
But it
so
was
bad.
just an obsession with making references to stuff to the detriment of everything else, and it was, like, it's so weirdly, like, sad in a way that they clearly didn't think it was, where
Yeah.
he's just gonna be pining for his girlfriend he had when he was 14 for the rest of his life? What was the implication here? And
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
the thing is as well, the relationship between him and Elle, they don't
Very
it's not
rocky.
very deep.
Not
It's
very
very
deep.
rocky. They broke up a bunch of times. They didn't even spend that much time together cumulatively because she was living in another state for, like, 2 years, and then when she comes back, they don't really see each other. Like, in season 5, it's very much implied that they don't see each other very much. So it's
Yeah.
kinda like, maybe move on, buddy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It doesn't hit anything. Like everything was done terribly in the show. Like it's just like it's so awful. And
It
then
was
like
so stupid.
the actual last bit of the show is these stupid kids
Mhm.
playing D&D, right?
Oh, that was so
Yeah.
silly.
Like Sarah was saying, it's like, are they trying to set them up for a spin-off? Is that what's happening here? Like, they want to have the lamest kids in a spin-off series. Like, why you end your show in that? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a passing of the torch, but the thing is the other kids are still teenagers, so it's
Yeah,
not like you need to pass the torch really, and those kids took up so much of the season.
but
It
yeah,
was focused
exactly.
on I mean, Holly was the main character of season 5.
Yeah, She was also the
And
best
I did
dressed
not
character of season 5, though.
yeah. I did not care for that character. The
Nah.
actress was doing a perfectly fine job,
Yeah, it's
but
just
I
the
did not
character
care
wasn't great,
one
yeah.
little bit. I
It
did
was
not
her
care
and
one
that
little
chubby
bit.
kid, right? Like they were trying to,
Yeah.
what is it, Devilish Dan. What's that his name? I
There
forget.
was too many characters in this show,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think a lot of people wanted people to die.
Yeah.
Did you know?
No, not just
I
for
think
like just I wish they were dead. I wish they were dead.
yeah, you but so many people were like, "Oh, Jonathan and Nancy should have died." I don't think they should have died. I think you should have culled a lot of characters prior to this. Murray could have gone.
Yeah.
I don't think we needed to be introduced to Vicky. I honestly don't think Robin needs to be around. I don't like Robin as a character. A lot of people in the show just kind of need to be gone. They don't even need to die. Just have them written out. But I
Yeah,
think the thing is a lot
yeah.
Mhm.
No, exactly.
I
Yeah,
was
you
gonna
have
say
them
the
written out, or you kind of like give them smaller roles. Like, not they don't
yeah,
everyone needs to be in. Yeah, I think they would
everything.
like spreading themselves too thin, and so absolutely nothing had any meaning.
No,
Mm,
and so much time was taken up with exposition.
mm, mm.
Like, nothing really happened with the characters. There was no real character development in season 5, and I think one of the things is people were really scrambling for people to die because I think people watching it, they realize that it's not narratively satisfying on a,
Yeah.
like, subconscious level. They realize they're not being narratively satisfied by what is happening in Stranger Things season 5 or season 4 or whatever. And their only frame of reference for, like, deepness in a show and deepness in Stranger Things is people dying. It's
Mm.
like the Game of Thrones mentality. But the thing is, if, like, 5 people had died in the show, it wouldn't have made the story deeper. It wouldn't have made, the obsession with lore go away. But I do think a lot of people, if people had died, they'd be like, "Oh, it was really groundbreaking."
Yeah, yeah. They really went there. They
But
were very
they
bold.
really went there. But if they killed a bunch of people, it would still be the same mediocre story. It would still be the same, like, hackneyed dialogue.
Yeah.
It would just be that people were dying.
No, I agree. I mean,
I was
it's
like
just like fundamental to this, the way they told the story that it's bad, right? Like they just made a
mm,
lot of really bad decisions that, like, the plot is stupid. The whole narrative is fucking stupid. The way that they unfolded it was really badly done, like almost
mm,
schizophrenic in times, right? Like they didn't know what they wanted in one episode versus the other. Like they were fighting over which way to go. Yeah, I don't know.
it was just a mess.
Yeah,
But I think the dialogue is one of the biggest problems, is the dialogue is terrible. It's, like, hokey, it's cliche, it's stupid. Everybody sounds the exact same, and I saw a lot of people defending it online saying, "Oh, it's always been corny, that's Stranger Things as a reference to the '80s." And the thing is, in
mm.
season 1, the the dialogue, especially for the kids, was kind of goofy and stuff because they were kids. They were talking about, like, farting and stuff, and it was like, yeah, that's how kids talk. The way that people was talking in season 5 is like it was like cliche. It was just movie quotes and stuff. It's a very different kind of problem.
Yeah. It also wasn't like corny the way '80s movies were, right? Like, I mean, they they still sort of took themselves seriously, at least like the good ones,
Yes.
you know, like
It
and
it was
they didn't have that at all. I think.
no. But I think that's just a symptom of it becoming too embroiled in its own, like, nostalgia.
Yeah. Because like they just reference themselves all the time. It's like, do you remember when we did
Mm.
this in season 1 and season 2? And it's like, well, not really. Like that was 10 years ago, and I mean, I think I liked it at the time, but like I don't really care, you know.
No. It became more and more like Ready Player One.
Yeah, yeah, I get you.
I
It's
think
just
Ready
like
Player One had a little bit more charm, if anything.
you know, But yeah, like super nostalgia reference, just like, but just like, do you remember this? Do you remember this? What about this? You
Mm.
know? Yeah. I don't know. So, what's our rating?
3.
0 out of 1,000.
0 out of 1,000. I give it a 3 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, I think don't watch it. Definitely don't watch it. Watch Pluribus.
Mhm. Pluribus, 10 out of 10.
No one's
I
going
give
to
it
listen to this this far if they haven't watched Stranger Things, probably, or at all.
Did you like anything about the season?
About this season, no, nothing.
Mhm.
Is there something
Um,
you liked about the season?
um, I think some of the Steve Dustin stuff was okay.
Hmm, maybe. It's so devoid of any real meaning, but like kind of they were going for like Dustin is getting over Eddie still, no one else cares, and Steve is a bit conflicted,
Yeah.
right? And then they're kind of
I
like
think
making up, and yeah.
it was more residual feelings from earlier seasons where I was like, "Oh, Steve and Dustin."
But
You
I
know
mean,
what I
that's what they
mean?
were trying to get all the time, right? Like, I mean, that's why also
Yeah.
I didn't care for it because I don't think it was in any way deserved in this season
No.
or the last
But the
one.
thing is, I didn't care about like, any feelings I might have had towards any of the characters were gone
Yeah, yeah.
by season 5, but I still felt some fondness for Steve and Dustin and Max and Lucas to a certain extent.
I see.
So I was kinda like, "Oh, that was fine." Didn't give a shit about anything else, but it
Yeah,
it was just residual feelings from, like, season 2, you know?
yeah. So they could tap into it a little bit, but yeah, I don't
I
know.
I'm putting my rating down. I'm gonna give it 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. Okay. Well, it's
I
still far
I
away from my
every
rating, but
everything I just said, I actually annoyed myself more with what I said.
it's like, no, actually, no, I hate it. It's like, yeah,
No, it was like I was
yeah,
hearing myself and I was like, "That's bad,"
yeah.
but that's the only emotion.
But I feel like I really didn't feel anything like positively towards the season. I don't think. I mean, it's there was the first part and the second part, and like we watched the fourth season, right? And that was like I kind of paid
Mm,
more attention to the fourth season, I think, because it was really bad and stupid, right? But it kind of like grabbed your attention, I think. But then
yeah.
the first part of the fifth season, I was kind of like spacing out during it. I was just like, why is this so boring and stupid? Where am I? You
Mm.
know, kind of situation. And then the second part of it became more like the fourth season again. Like you're kind of like, oh god, I can't look away. How bad this is.
I
Yeah.
was just so shocked because I hadn't seen it since so I watched some of season 5 after only seeing season 1 and a bit of season 2. I
Mm,
was shocked by how bad it was, especially the dialogue, and it made me think I was like, I remember thinking that season 1 was very well written, and I actually did rewatch season 1 after I rewatched everything else, and, it wasn't as good as I remembered, the dialogue.
mm, right.
But it is astounding compared to it's The Wire compared to season 5. And I think
Yeah.
if you want to if you really wanna get a feeling for how bad Stranger Things got, it's do what I did and watch it, like, season 5, then season 4, then season 3, then season 2, then season 1.
Yeah. Well,
Really
if
impressive.
if you guys want to do it, you should do it. I will not. I will not be doing this.
They will not be partaking in that.
Yeah. I don't think
I
so.
mean, if you really want to get a feeling how bad it is, you watch all that and then you put an episode of Pluribus
Yes.
in between every few episodes.
Like,
So you can have the hydrogen bomb coughing baby comparison between the
yeah.
2 things.
Yeah. Yeah, watch Pluribus.
You can
That's my
yes,
takeaway as
you
well.
can have your if you watch Stranger Things, you can have your gourmet meal after your moldy piece of bread.
Yes. So you wouldn't go the other way.
No, I watched when the last few episodes of Pluribus came out. I specifically watched the last part 2 of season 5 of Stranger Things before I watched it, so that I could really enjoy Pluribus
Yeah.
in contrast, which was the exact right thing to do.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Sarah Sarah and you wanted me to watch Pluribus first. I was like, "I'm not doing that to myself." You
Yeah,
you watch the child's piano recital, and then you go to the symphony, you know?
that's true. Yeah, we did it the other way. But I mean, I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like Stranger Thing was lost either way. It's just fucking terrible.
Mhm.
All right, you want to call it a pod? Call it a
Yeah,
cast?
call it a cast.
Yeah.
We really rambled.
Yeah, that's what you do. I mean, it's still shorter than the Stranger Things episode.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we very well explained the plot, but
That's okay. There wasn't
I
any.
don't know. I don't think anybody's watching or listening to this
It
if
might
they haven't
become
seen
a
Stranger Things
breakaway
season 5.
success. You know, everyone's like,
What,
wow,
this?
instead of watching Stranger Things, watch this pod/cast.
Yeah. Yeah, the ramblingness could be part of the appeal, right?
Yeah. I mean, we can
If you
we
wanna
can think
half know what's happening in Stranger Things season 5.
exactly if you want to be able to sort of talk about it, but not
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Well, for our next episode, well, if we want to do pluribus, we can take some notes.
We should do Pluribus.
Yeah, we should
Yeah,
do
I think we
pluribus.
should. I was gonna take notes before this, like, normally, when we've done this before, I made notes,
Hmm.
and I was like, "Nah, it's fresh in my mind. I should have taken notes."
Well, just to like have a little bit of a structure to it, maybe. I don't know. I like
Mhm.
rambling. I think rambling's good.
Yeah. Wait, I can tell that you like rambling, Marius.
Good, good.
No
That's what I'm
offense.
trying to convey.
Good.
Okay, so
Uh,
that's that. Goodbye.
mhm.
Stay spoopy,
Oh,
friends.
before you
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, you
All
can say
right.
"Stay spoopy friends" again.
Now you get a
I
double
don't want
space
you
spoopy,
giving
friends.
this don't give this podcast episode some random name.
Okay.
You know
What
what I
name should I
mean?
give
Put
it?
Stranger Things in the title. You have to just put Stranger Things in the
What
title.
should the title be? Tell me.
Oh, I don't know. That's your
Okay.
job.
Okay, that's much,
But
but
just
it has to have Stranger Things in the title.
don't make it too abstract is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. I will
Make me
try
your
to
sign-off.
rein myself in. All right.
Mhm.
Stay spoopy,
Okay.
friends. Unlike Stranger Things. Bye.
Bye.